Today, we're going to talk about none other than the fry miners that I've covered previously on the channel. They seem to be extremely profitable a month, 2 months back. What are the earnings looking like today? That's why in this video, I'm going to cover my 80-day period mining with 4 bandwidth miners, as well as 38 days mining with 4 satellite miners. We're going to cover all the earnings, including electricity cost, what has changed with fry mining since my last video, a couple new updates and things you need to do to these miners in order to keep mining, and as always, learn how to earn that sweet passive income. Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your boy Marcel, aka Smolcom. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm wearing the Breitling Navitimer, which, I mean, can't go wrong with this bad boy, right? But let's jump into it. Real quick refresher for the people that are seeing this channel, me, and this kind of content for the first time, talking about Fry's crypto miners. There are actually 2 kinds of miners that they sell on their website. The first one being the bandwidth miner, which is basically a small Chrome box. Now, this might look kind of like scuffed, like I damaged it, like I didn't really take care of it. But the whole reason behind that is because they used recycled hardware. Since the beginning, they've been all about this green initiative of not wasting even more hardware components that we already do nowadays. So yes, these miners are recycled equipment, which I personally really love. Now, this bandwidth miner, what it does is it will actually share your bandwidth with your decentralized VPN service. Now, I'm pretty sure that you kind of know what a VPN is because of Surfshark, NordVPN, and all the other sponsors that you can see on YouTube. But to put it in layman terms to make sure you actually understand, a VPN is a virtual private network. What it's mostly used for is to hide your own IP address, or that you can watch shows on Netflix that aren't available in your region, for example. Now, I didn't say Fry was building a VPN, but a DVPN. So what's the difference that one actual little letter called D makes? Please don't make any jokes about me saying small d in the comments. Well, simply put, all these companies like Surfshark, NordVPN, etc. are actually centralized companies, which means that they technically collect the data of what you're doing using their services, what websites you go on, what traffic's directed to your IP, etc., etc. With a decentralized VPN like the one that the Fry Foundation is building, this is all decentralized, meaning instead of the company actually hosting nodes or computers in order for your IP to bounce off of, Fry sells the bandwidth miner, and this is a node, which means that once I plug this in to my router, people will be able to have their IP bounce off of the IP on my router. So that's the first part of decentralization. The second part of that decentralization is the Fry Foundation will not have access to the data that transitions through these nodes. Obviously, with internet, there's always a way to find the data. But let's say worst case scenario, some government agency wants to see what's going on with the VPN, what kind of person's doing what, is there some illegal activity? Well, it's gonna be way harder data to get than with a centralized VPN. If the government comes knocking out my door and are like, well, we saw that you bought drugs online, like from your IP, I'll just be like, well, actually, I'm running a DVPN. I know you care, but I mean, it wasn't me, because I buy my drugs straight from the corner of the street. I don't do drugs. I was trying to make a joke. I'm not funny, eh? So I've had 4 of these operating for around 80 days now, and they each earn me 107.82 Fry tokens every single day. One thing to keep in mind though is that you can only have one of these running per router or public IP address. So this means that yes, I have one here, I have one at my mother's place, I have one at a neighbor's place, and I do actually have a second router here, so I actually have 2 here. Another thing I want to mention is the fact that when I received these 4 bandwidth miners, one actually came with a problem. It wasn't a huge problem, it's just that the plug got broken in shipping. Now, the place where I live doesn't have US plugs, it has different plugs, so I'm assuming that they haven't had any problems with US plugs, but I reached out to them and explained, hey, look, I tried to plug it in and the plug immediately broke. This thing's kind of a hazard. Is there anything you can do about it? Did you know about this? And since these were kind of the first ones with this specific plug that they were sending out, they said, oh, we didn't know about this, sorry, we'll send you another one like straight away. and we'll contact our manufacturer and change to like a different plug, different manufacturing kind of plug to make sure that it's safe and robust. And I've seen them interact with customers on Twitter, giving great feedback. Anyways, I know what you're here for. Let's look at the earnings of this bandwidth miner over the past 80 days. Is it 80 or is it 81? I've got my my stuff pulled up right here. It was exactly 80 days. Wait, I forgot to mention, I'm actually gonna pay for a giveaway to one of you guys to give away one of these satellite miners. So if you want to have a chance to win one of these entirely free, I'm covering shipping, I'm covering the cost of the miner. There will be a link to a tweet in the description, and just follow the instructions of that tweet. Congratulations to our last winner that actually won the bandwidth miner. Okay, so these earn 107.84 tokens each every single day. I said 0.82 earlier, but I was wrong. It's 0.86. Now I have 4 of these set up, so I'm earning 431.44 Fry tokens a day, which on a period of 80 days adds up to 34,515.2 Fry tokens, which at the date of making this video is actually $321.80 minus the electricity cost at my rate, that is 0.16 cents of a dollar per kilowatt. That adds up to $57.06 in electricity. So my net profit is $264.20, meaning every single one of these units actually net me $26.02 every single month after costs, which really isn't bad. That's almost $1 a day. Now, I know this is lower than the profitability we were seeing just a couple months ago, which was almost $5 every single day. I know the Fry Foundation is going to actually build a good product, and hopefully they'll be utilizing their token in order to use the VPN service, which means that people will buy up the token and it might go back up. Now, obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, and you decide to do whatever you want with your money. I'm just a guy on YouTube telling you what he does. That's it for the bandwidth miner. Now let's move on to the satellite miners, which are a bit more fun because you're actually allowed to put up to 5 on a single router in a single home. And that's going to be this little bad boy right here. As you can see, same thing, there's just a couple of scuff marks on it because it is still recycled hardware. Now, as you can see, there's a little dongle that comes with it, and this is none other than for the GNSS services, meaning what this one does is it actually sees satellite pass over its head, and it helps determine the exact position of satellites. Now, that data has value, so hopefully the Fry Foundation will be able to make some profit off of selling that data and maybe buy back some tokens to push the price up. But who knows? We'll see in the future. These satellite miners earn 82.64 Fry every single day, and as I said, I have 4 of these. You know that in the last video and the video before that, I said that all of these were sent to me for free. So just letting you know, these were sent to me when the price of the miners was around $120. They're now around $230. Anyways, 82.86 Fry per day times 4 is 331.44 Fry tokens per day, 12,594.72 Fry on a total of 38 days. That gives us, at the current price, $117.42 minus $21.60 in electricity costs. That gives me a profit of 95.82 cents, and the monthly net profit after electricity costs on these miners is actually $18.91 every single month, which can't complain. So by running 4 bandwidth miners and 4 satellite miners for a total of 80 days and 38 days, I've made a total of 47,109.92 Fry tokens, which at the current price is $439.23, minus electricity is $360.03 in net profit. If the price of the Fry token was to go back up to 2 cents, that would be $942.19. If it was to go back up to 5 cents, it would be $2,355.49. And if the price of the Fry token was to go back up to its all-time high of 12 cents, that 47,000 Fry would be worth $5,653.19, which, damn. Yeah. Now, there has been updates with the project, including the fact that you do now have to unlock your miner, which means you need to connect these to a monitor with a keyboard and a mouse and actually install Windows on them in order to unlock them and keep earning your Fry tokens. There's a whole tutorial on their website on how to do that. I'll leave it down in the description. And there's also going to be a build your own device coming soon, which means that instead of buying the miner, you'll be able to build your own device and run the software on it. So let's say you work in a company where there's like 150 computers. You get where I'm going. And I mean, anyways, it's 5 of these per house anyways, so I don't think you'd be able to run 150, but maybe if people are working from home. Okay. Bad joke, guys. Please don't do anything illegal. Don't do anything stupid. As I said earlier, these are currently going for around $230. Personally, I really like the satellite miner just because there's no struggle to have a different router or IP address. And so obviously, when you order, you choose if you want retail packaging or not. You can just choose no. You probably want an Ethernet cable unless you already have a couple ones. If you already want Windows on it because you're not that techy, you can just click yes, and that'll add just like $10 to your order. And let's say you want to order 5 of these, right? Because you want to make sure that you're earning the maximum income possible for your house. So you're going to add those to your cart. That is an expensive order, $1,250. Obviously, there's also going to be shipping, which is going to be $25. But I talked with Fry and we actually were able to modify my promo code. So if you enter code SMOKEHELM at checkout, that'll get you 15% off your order, or around $187.50 off of an order of $1,250. As you can see, since last video, the website has been updated with a lot of new information, including free tier instructions, paid tier instructions if you want to run the recycle software on your own machine, and resources you'll be able to find post unlock instructions. So there's actually like a tutorial on how to do the whole unlocking thing. The Explorer is coming soon. There's shipping updates. I know you've been asking in the comments a lot about like, hey, I ordered a month ago. Where's my miner? Where's my miner? Well, if you go to the website and you go to shipping, you'll be able to check updates for when batches are being shipped. So you check your order number and you check in what batch you are, and you'll see that, for instance, if you're in batch 2, it'll ship end of quarter 2. If you were in batch 3, it'll ship end of quarter 3. I still strongly think that these are very viable miners for passive income. Obviously, they're a little bit less profitable than a couple months ago, but that's just how crypto works. If you were mining helium like 2 years ago, where you were making around $400 an hour, nowadays with 10 helium miners, I make around $1.20 a day. At the end of the day, this is still crypto. We're still in the bear market. Coins are low, but there's nothing as sweet as not doing anything after setting up a miner and getting passive income. If you feel like I provided you with any kind of value, someone feels like I'm providing them with value. As I was saying, if you feel like I provided you with any kind of valuable information, or if you want to get a miner for yourself, use code SMOKEHELM, 15% off. Yes, I'm a very good car salesman. Please drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out the channel a lot. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I know it might seem unreachable, but with all of you sharing these videos, liking, commenting, and subscribing, we might just be able to hit our goal. On that note, it was your boy Marcel, aka SMOKEHELM. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch y'all in another one. Peace. Cold coffee, eh?